10 straight by the Cavaliers, and the lead is 10 at 15-5 as Caris Levert, who throughout the day was listed as questionable for tonight, but he's going to give it a go, and he has to because Asar Thompson's going to sit down with those 2 fouls.
That's what attacking will do.
Mobley, second one, good. Evan Mobley with his first 2 points in the ball game. He's had games of 14, 9, and 13 in the first 3 against the Pistons. Cavs up 16-5. Levert, run of the lane, pulls up and hits on a jumper.
Okay, now that's what he can do. He's a 2-dribble guy and he's a prober, so you got to stay with him.
Cavs 16-7. Mobley swings it right side to Wade. Wade got knocked down in the paint by Jalen Duren, and the foul will be on Duren.
How do you like that? Jared Allen, Tim, was fighting for position, body to body, making his presence felt. That's what this is about. Establishing himself from a physical perspective. All Duren could do was foul him.
4th team foul already on Detroit. Cavs have yet to pick up a foul. Mitchell near sideline, throws it into Harden. Harden right in front of the Cavalier bench, outside the arc.
He's got
Harden,
him.
3-ball, no. Rebound grab by Tobias Harris. He'll flip it to Caris Levert. Levert crosses the half-court line, heads to the 3-point arc, met by Harden. Levert left to the key. Levert still on the dribble, will drive the baseline. Bounce in the right corner to Harris. His 3, good.
That's what I'm talking about with Levert, Tim. He's a prober. We've seen him do that here.
Cavs 16-10. Mitchell into the lane. Mitchell head and shoulder fake. Duren doesn't bite. Mitchell lobs it out front to Harden. Right back to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell in the middle to Harden. Bounce right wing to Mobley. Mobley into Duren. Mobley banks and scores off the glass. Bounced around a couple of times but dropped in. And it's an 18-10 Cavalier lead. 5:45 to go first quarter. Tobias Harris for Detroit. Lob down low to Duren. Duren against Mobley. Duren spinning, banking, and hitting.
Yeah, you got to fight him, Mo. You might, when he gets that low, you might front him.
Mitchell on the right wing. Euro step, run of the lane, into the lane. Out front, Mobley. Straightaway 3. Short, long rebound. Cade Cunningham. Cunningham up the left side at the 3-point arc, into the lane on Mobley. Got it out front to Levert. Caris with a 3. Bullseye. Timeout Cavaliers. Boy, Caris Levert, he had 8 points in game 2, 6 on Saturday. And now he's popped off the bench for 5 here tonight. And the 10-2 run by Detroit. Cavs lead down to 3, 18-15. Timeout Cavs with 5:18 to go first quarter on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Is your money doing everything it can for you?
I don't know. How would I know?
Is it automatically saving for special events and keeping you posted on its progress? Like at Huntington Bank?
Oh, no.
Is it tracking your spending so you can make the best choices at the mall?
Nope.
Or setting limits on your teenager's debit card?
Definitely not.
Then it could certainly be doing more.
Yeah, sure sounds like it.
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may vary on enrollment.
Smell rotten eggs, hear a hissing sound, or see bubbling water or blowing dirt? That could be a natural gas leak. Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call to redown the street. And remember, if you're building a fence or planting a vegetable garden, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to a home and run utilities mark. Whether you're an individual or a contractor, it's simple and free. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more information, visit EnbridgeGas.com.
just like those are so hungry for wins and whatnot. So you feel that energy. I mean, it's one game, right? It's 2-1. We're still down. We still got to take care of home court. But to play in front of these fans is an honor and a privilege, and you feel the energy and the buzz in the city, and they show out every single night.
Donovan Mitchell sharing his thoughts on the incredible home court advantage that's enjoyed by the Cavaliers. 5-0 this year in postseason. During the regular season, 27-14. And Jim, they've been roaring since the jump, as the Cavaliers have seen their lead sliced to 3 at 18-15 with 5:18 to go here in the first quarter of play. Enter the Defend the Land sweepstakes presented by Adidas for your chance to win playoff tickets and Adidas footwear. One winner selected before each Cavs home playoff game. So enter at Cavs.com/playoffs. Cavaliers go to the bench. Dennis Schroeder checks in. Boy, he's had a good couple of ball games against his former team. Also in the ball game, Max Strus and Jalen Tyson. So the Cavs go 3 deep into that bench.
Hey, Tim, these are the kind of games where role players can win the game for you. Role players at home have an advantage.
Here's Schroeder matched up against Danis Jenkins, who's now in for Detroit. And Isaiah Stewart has also checked in for the Pistons. Max Strus, top of the three-point arc, comes around Allen, fires left side to Harden. Harden left of the lane, floats, missed, rebound knocked off the backboard, and then Jared Allen knocked it out of bounds.
He's in there fighting, Tim. Every play, he's taking nothing for granted. Allen is so active.
Cavaliers 5 of 10 from the field. Detroit not shooting it that badly. They're 6 of 11. Here's Jenkins on the right wing. Jenkins matched up against Schroeder. Danis Jenkins. Lob right side to Harris. Harris against Harden. Harris inside the arc. 4 on the clock. Harris back to the basket. Harris 2 on the clock. One to the lane. Pulls up and hits.
Yeah, that turnaround jumper, 6'8" height. That's his shot.
He's had 20 or more in all 3 games against the Cavs, and he's got 7 tonight. 18-17. Cavs lead down to 1. Allen splits a double team, flipped it up and missed it on the reverse layup. Rebound Harris ahead to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins lob down low to Stewart. Stewart turns, banks, hits on Schroeder, and Detroit has the lead. 14-2 run by the Pistons, and they're up 19-18 with under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Schroeder out front. Schroeder against Jenkins. Schroeder bounces it to Strus. Strus matched up against Levert. Strus will give it off to Harden. Harden with 5 on the clock. Drives on Robinson. Harden left to the lane. Hesitates on the dribble. And he got called for the double dribble.
Yeah, he did. I thought he got hit on that one dribble, Tim. But they are looking for a pigeon, and they found one in Duncan Robinson. Whoever he's guarding, they've been trying to take him off the dribble.
Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley are back in, so their rest was brief as Jared Allen and James Harden will sit down.
Bench play, so key.
By the way, James Harden with 11 points here in the first quarter. That's the 94th time he's had 10 or more in a quarter in the playoffs. Stewart, run of the lane, shot blocked by Mobley. Stewart got it back. Stewart bounce, and it's knocked away by Strus, grabbed by Mobley. Here come the Cavaliers, down by 1. Schroeder directing traffic, sideline right to Mitchell. Mitchell against Levert. Mitchell lost to dribble, got it back. Mitchell in front of his teammates. Mitchell run of the lane, will float and miss. Rebound grabbed by Caris Levert. Detroit wants to run. Cavs got back. Levert on the right side. Behind his back on the dribble. Levert against Schroeder. They each wear number 8. Levert into the lane, pulls up, missed. A rebound grab by Jalen Tyson for the Cavaliers. Still down 1. Cavs have hit a dry spell. Schroeder gives it up to Mitchell on the left sideline. Donovan backs up against Duncan Robinson.
He's got him.
Mitchell, crossover dribble. Mitchell into the paint. Mitchell will shot put in and out. Rebound tap to Tyson. Gave it to Schroeder. Schroeder to Tyson. Fakes the pass. Shoots to 3. Missed it. Rebound grab by Danis Jenkins. He's going to fly up the right side. Ran right in to shoot Schroeder. And a charging call on Danis Jenkins.
You think he knows Jenkins He set up for that 2 dribbles before Jenkins got to him.
So Schroeder got back defensively and then stood his ground. And Dana's Jenkins just ran right over him. So it'll be Cavalier basketball. Ronald Holland II now checks in for the Pistons. Second-year player, 5th pick in the draft last year. He's had 8 total points in the series against the Cavs. Cavs with the ball down by 1, 19-18. Mobley against the physical Isaiah Stewart. Mobley on the handoff to Strus. Strus comes around a Mobley screen. 3-ball max? No, as the Cavs have cooled off from downtown. They're now 3 of 8. And here comes Detroit with the ball up by 1, 19-18. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham against Mitchell. Unloads a 3-ball. Missed that. Rebound stabbed by Evan Mobley. Cavs are keeping the Pistons off that offensive glass. Schroeder drives by Levert. Put it on the rim and in.
I like that, Tim. That's what Schroeder can give you.
Cavs back on top at 20-19. Levert swings it right side to Cunningham. Back out front to Levert. His 3 is good.
Come on, guys. You got to stay with him, Strusy.
There's Levert, couple of 3 balls. Makes it 22-20. Levert with 8. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Topside Tyson. Tyson gave it right back to Mitchell. Cavs down 2. Mitchell, 3-ball. No. Rebound Tyson. And a foul will be called. I think they got Cade Cunningham or Stewart. They got it on Isaiah Stewart.
I like what the Cavs are doing, Tim. They're taking nothing for granted. Every shot that's gone up so far in this first quarter, the Cavs have tried to get a second shot opportunity.
So it'll be Tyson at the free throw line. Cavs are in the bonus. 1:19 to go here in the first quarter of play. Cavs down 22-20. Now during the playoffs, we've had friends and family of Cavalier employees in the broadcast department sitting next to us here in the perch. Well, tonight we have the brother of Casey Koulis, Carl Koulis, sitting right here, and Carl has his son Chase, and they are enjoying the game. So great to have you here tonight. Hope you're enjoying the contest. They're taking my stat sheets. That's all right. Tyson splits the pair. So Tyson makes it 22-21 with 1:15 to go here in the first quarter of play. Here's Cade Cunningham against Tyson. And now Cunningham gets Mitchell on a switch. Cunningham left of the lane, pulls up and hits a jumper.
Yeah, it's just too big. He and Harris, they have that size and that touch.
Cade Cunningham off that triple-double on Saturday, 27, 10, and 10. Mobley, sideline left to Strus. Under a minute to go. Strus out front, Schroeder. Schroeder had it knocked away, and it's grabbed by Mobley. Mobley saved it. He'll shoot a 3 from out front and miss it. Rebound grab by Ronald Holland. In the backcourt to Cade Cunningham. Pistons by 3 at 24-21. Cavs at one point were up 11. Cunningham, baseline right, feeds it out front to Jenkins. Jenkins left wing to Holland. His 3, no. Rebound Tyson. And the Cavs can run it all the way down for the final shot here in the first quarter of play, if they elect to do so. Here's Mitchell at the half-court line. Donovan scoreless in the ballgame, coming off that 35-point eruption on Saturday. Mitchell still on the dribble. Mitchell against Levert. Mitchell had it knocked away and out of bounds by Karis Levert. Donovan couldn't shake Karis.
Yeah, the bigger Levert, 6'7" with length. And rather than dribble, just go past him. Drop that shoulder and just go past him. He's up and on you.
1.2 for the Cavs to get off the shot. It'll be Schroeder over on the far side to inbound. Schroeder holding the ball above his head. Got it into Mitchell. Pushes a 3. No! As it hit off the back of the rim. Cavs had an 11-point lead. Pistons rallied, and they're up by 3 at the end of 1. 24-21 Detroit. Second quarter follows this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio version.
What's up, y'all? Good to see you. Hey, happy Monday. Happy playoff basketball Monday. Potoi, commercial break, background. Hey.
Cavs were up 16-5 early in the first quarter, but Detroit closes out the period on a 19-5 run. And the Pistons lead at 24-21 as we head to quarter number 2 at Rocket Arena. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. We're in the Joe Tate perch. Serena Winters is down below and in studio. Brad Sellers. Brad?
Hey, Tim, listen. We got off to a great start. James Harden really was off to a fast start. We needed that from him to give us some offensive confidence on the early part of this game. The Cavs must stay connected to the Pistons in this second quarter. We do not want them to get out on front of us. And in this quarter, let us return to tough defense on that end and stay aggressive on the offensive end if we want to make that push to take down the Pistons this evening.
Thank you, Brad.
Jim, your thoughts on the first 12 minutes?
Yeah, I agree with everything Brad said, but the difference maker is a role player. His name is Karis Levert. These are the kind of games when you put in your role players off that bench, can they handle the pressure? And Levert is showing that he can. That's why they're leaving him in. Now you've got him and Cunningham in the backcourt, and you've got your hands full.
Cavs have inserted Sam Merrill into the game. Detroit basketball as we start the second. They're up 24-21. Levert left of the lane, into the paint, floats and scores. Boy, Karis Levert is feeling it.
That's what I'm saying. He's the one. He's the difference maker.
Playing against his former team. 26-21, Pistons by 5. Mitchell, left wing, 3-ball Donovan. No, long rebound will simply bounce out of bounds as the Cavaliers have gone cold from out front. 3 of 12 in 3-ball shooting. And again, Donovan Mitchell still scoreless. 26-21. Pistons with the ball and that 5-point lead. Here's Cade Cunningham. Cunningham had a 5-point first quarter. He'll give it up to Levert. And we've got Sam Merrill called for the foul away from the ball.
Yeah, what they're doing, Tim, they're featuring Levert. They're going for Levert. Cunningham is slowing his offense down, putting the ball in Levert's hands, and letting him, they think he has an advantage, and so far he hasn't let them down.
Levert throws it in to Cade Cunningham, lobs it out front to Duren, right back to Cunningham. Cunningham 6 on the clock, top side to Duren. Duren left of the lane into Mobley, will bank and score. So Jalen Duren now makes it 28-21.
Little too easy.
A minute off the second quarter clock. Here's Sam Merrill around Mobley. Merrill comes right down the lane, out front to Mobley. Evans 3-ball, got it! So Evan Mobley. Well, the Cavs needed that. Makes it 28-24. Cavaliers back to within 4. Mobley in the playoffs at 35% from beyond the arc. Here's Robinson, run of the lane. Got fouled on his shot attempt, and he will shoot 2.
And he's complaining that he should have got the call earlier. But anytime you run him off of that 3-point line, Tim, and you make him try to score on a 2, that's an advantage for the defense.
Robinson in this series with 13 threes through the first 3 games. He had 4 in game 1, 5 in game 2, and
that's
then
what
4
I'm talking about
on Saturday afternoon. Robinson good on, no, in and out on that first free throw. Serena, what'd you hear in between quarters?
One of the main things is just keep playing with pace on the offensive end, but then defensively, look, they've got to contain the ball better. They keep up giving points off of drives. They've got to get back defensively where this game started.
Robinson splits the pair. He's only been at 60% in the playoffs. 29-24. Cavs down 5 with the ball. And out front, we're going to get a foul called on Ron Holland.
I mean, how can he argue that, Tim? He was literally holding Donovan right in front of the official with both arms wrapped around him. Come on.
The Cavaliers will inbound. Cavaliers with Mitchell, Merrill, Strus, Tyson, and Mobley. Donovan Mitchell over on the far side will bounce it into Sam Merrill, quickly to Mobley. Mobley, right at the logo, will hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell against Duren. Mitchell with a crossover, right at the key, fires right wing to Strus. His 3, got it!
I like it.
Strus hits the 3-ball.
Good play by Donovan, Tim. He didn't force his offense. He found the open man.
Cavs within 2 at 29-27. So Mobley with a 3, and Strus with a 3. Levert at the foul line, shoots on Merrill, and hits.
Merrill's got to stay with him, Tim. Merrill's got to stay with Levert. He's not hot. He's taking good mid-range shots.
31-27. Levert has 12. Mobley driving to the basket, had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. So the Cavaliers will have 13 to shoot as James Harden will get back in. Boy, he got off to a great start. He had 11 points to get things rolling for the Cavs early. Donovan Mitchell not off to a great start. He's 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from downtown. So Mitchell will sit down. Actually, my bad. Jalen Tyson will take the seat. Donovan's still in. Harden left wing Strus. 3-ball max. No. Rebound grab by Asar Thompson. Pistons by 4 with the ball. Here's Levert on the left wing. He's going to try a 3. That one missed. Rebound Merrill.
Oh, he was feeling that.
Yeah, that was a heat check. Here's Mitchell driving on Levert. Mitchell underneath the basket. Bounce left corner to Strus. Strus lob down low to Mobley. Ball deflected off the backboard. Out of there with it comes Asar Thompson, and then he just fumbled it. That ball went through his hands like a wet bar of soap, and Strus scooped it up and slammed it home.
Pure Bulldog. Pure Bulldog.
31-29. Cavs back to within 2. Here's Duren. Left to the key. Jumper, no. Rebound, Mitchell. Crowd's back into it. Cavs down 2 with under 9 to go in the half. Mitchell left to the lane. Out front, Harden. Left wing, Merrill. Sam, 3. Perfect! Timeout, Detroit! Quick flip, let it fly, and the Cavs are up 1. 32-31, 8:48 to go first half. Timeout, Pistons. We'll take a break on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Strus, his 3, got it! Strus hits the 3-ball.
Good play by Donovan, Tim. He didn't force his offense. He found the open man.
Cavs within 2 at 29-27. Lob down low to Mobley. Ball deflected off the backboard. Out of there with it comes Asar Thompson, and then he just fumbled it. That ball went through his hands like a wet bar of soap, and Strus scooped it up and slammed it home.
Pure Bulldog. Pure Bulldog.
31-29. Cavs back to within 2. And right after that, Sam Merrill buried a 3 to put the Cavs up 32-31. Cavs lead it, 8:48 to go. First half of play here at Rocket Arena. Great to have you with us on this Monday night. Game 5 will be Wednesday night in Detroit. It will be either a 7 o'clock or an 8 o'clock tip. That is yet to be determined in Game 6 back here at Rocket Arena on Friday night. Hey, the 2026 Cavs playoffs collection is available at center court locations and online. Fans score free shipping on all online orders over $50. So get your playoff gear at Cavs.com/shop. Pistons basketball off J.B. Bickerstaff's timeout. Cavs by 1. Here's Cunningham. Gets by Strus. Cunningham feeds down low to Thompson, and he's got an easy layup.
Well, Cunningham can make plays, Tim. He is the one. If you can slow him down from getting the other guys involved, you have an advantage.
Mobley out front. Harden wide open three. In and out. Strus tapped it out front. Harden got it, and then Robinson ripped it out of Strus's arms, and now the foul will be called on Duncan Robinson.
Well-deserved foul.
That'll get Wade and Schroeder back in for the Cavaliers. And we're looking for a third guy. Well, Mobley stays out there. So Schroeder and Wade back in. We've got Harden, Merrill, Schroeder, Wade, and Mobley. As Harden's inbounds pass knocked away by Cade Cunningham.
I just wish we'd look for Merrill more. Not necessarily on that first pass, Tim, but on that second pass. Duncan Robinson, not known for his defense.
Harden tosses it into Mobley. Right back to Harden on the left sideline. Cavs down 1. Harden against Robinson. 5 on the clock. Harden left to the lane. Harden left wing Merrill. 3-ball Sam. Got another one as the shot clock went off.
Bucket.
Talk about Sam.
Bucket.
Not on the first pass, but on the second pass, you got to look for Merrill.
Quick flick with a couple of long balls. 35-33. Cavs by 2. Duren into the lane, and Harden knocked it away. Out of there with it, Schroeder. Schroeder up the left side. Schroeder out front to Harden. Harden drives by Robinson. Harden right corner to Wade. Out front Merrill. 3-ball. No. Rebound grab by Tobias Harris. Harris into the forecourt. Harris against Mobley. Lob to Duren, and he's got a layup.
And that's the one you got to make. That is the shot you have to make, Tim. You got to make that shot. You're wide open.
Harden double team, gave it to Merrill. Wide open 3. That one's too strong. Rebound Tobias Harris. So after hitting 2, Sam has missed 2. 35-35, 7:08 to go in the half. Duren in the lane. Duren bounced to Thompson. He fumbled it. Boy, Thompson just has hands of stone tonight. He's Roberto Duran out there. Schroeder on the left sideline. Schroeder to the baseline. Schroeder reverses course, unloads a 3. Nope. Wade had the rebound, knocked out of his hands, and Tobias Harris scooped it up, gave it to Cunningham. Cunningham against Schroeder. Cunningham flipped it up and in, and a foul on Dennis Schroeder.
Well, the Cavs had 3 times. They had Schroeder being guarded by Duren, and then they missed the 2 wide open shots by Merrill, Tim. Those were huge misses. He's got to make those shots, Tim. He makes those shots. This is a different game.
Instead, Cade Cunningham with a chance for an and one. Cunningham has played in 10 playoff games this year. He's had 20 or more in all 10 of those games, and he's had 5 double-doubles in the playoffs. And he hits that free throw there to make it 38-35 Pistons. 6:38 to go, first half. Don't forget Mike Snyder's at the half with the McDonald's halftime report and Brad Sellers. McDonald's halftime report at the intermission. Merrill out front. Schroeder. 3-ball Dennis. Bullseye!
That's
Schroeder the shooter.
That second pass is
Bucket.
On the perimeter.
Veteran showing leadership.
Schroeder ties the game at 38 with 6:15 to go. First half of play. Robinson topside to Cunningham. Cunningham. Right of the lane, feeds right corner to Thompson, gave it back to Cade Cunningham. He'll drive the baseline in the lane to Thompson. Thompson surrounded, got it out front, and the pass went to nobody. It went out of bounds.
They call it defense. Good defense, great defense will make you hurry, and that's what you're seeing.
Cunningham will sit down as Karis Levert will check back in. Well, he has been the thorn in the Cavs' side tonight. Levert with a dozen, leads all scorers.
Yeah, they couldn't keep him out, Tim. They got to put him back in. Now, he's a creator. You got to stay with him.
Danis Jenkins also in for Detroit. Schroeder right in front of the scorer's table down below us. Lobs it into Allen at the half-court line. Allen will hand it to Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder, wing left. Baseline left, had it poked away. Out of there with it, Tobias Harris feeds Levert. Levert will bank and score. Caris Levert is having a career night here. He's got 14, and the Pistons back to a 2-point lead at 40-38.
He's the difference.
Here's Harden against Jenkins. Harden hesitates, crossover dribble, left of the lane, and it got poked away by Jenkins. Turnover Cavs. Tobias Harris scooped it up, gave it to Levert. Levert lobbed to Duren. Duren in the paint. Duren got tied up. No, he got fouled by Dean Wade.
Kept it on the ground, wouldn't allow him to get into a rhythm.
First foul on Dean Wade. Fourth team foul on the Cavaliers. Comes with 5:22 to go here in the first half, as Duren will sit down. Isaiah Stewart back in. Detroit will inbound. Cade Cunningham near sideline, just to the right of the Piston bench. Anchored by former Cavs head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Took a couple of assistants with him, and Luke Walton and Sidney Lowe. Cunningham left side to Harris. Tobias Harris against Harden. Harris left wing. Harris with a crossover, and he missed the dunk, but there's Isaiah Stewart to scoop it up and pop it in.
I like what Jared did, Tim. He didn't give in on that particular play. He stayed with it.
Timeout Cavs. They're down 4. 42-38. Pistons lead it. 5:04 to go second quarter here at Rocket Arena. And on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, it's good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. This is going to end up being a fairly high-scoring ball game. I mean, it's the Eastern Conference. You know, it is what it is. Is Donovan Mitchell going to show up today? Huh. Commercial break. Potoi.
And just ice from downtown, 8 of 22. Detroit 18 of 31 from the field, 58%. And Jim, how about this number on the boards? Detroit 18, Cavaliers 10.
Yeah, that happens, Tim. It's kind of early. My biggest concern has always been, are we giving up offensive second shot opportunities? Sometimes when a team is shooting what they're shooting, 58, say 60% from the field, not going to be a lot of rebound. But the other thing that I'm concerned about is Caris Levert. We need someone off of our bench to make a difference. These are the games that role players win for their teams. The fourth game when everybody knows what everybody can do.
Javonte Green in for Detroit, seeing his first action, former Cav. Harden left to the lane, gave it on the baseline to Mobley. He'll head to the bucket and score. Evan Mobley, nice strong move in the paint. Makes it 42-40.
Okay, let's get back to attacking and finding our bigs.
Here's Banis Jenkins out front against Donovan Mitchell. Bounce left wing to Tobias Harris. Harris against Mobley. Harris, the 15-year veteran, left to the lane, to the baseline. Fade away, no. Rebound grab by Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he had the bigger Mobley on him, that length.
Cavs down 2 with the ball, 4:20 to go in the half. Donovan has yet to score, left to the lane. Banks, no, but he got fouled.
Okay.
With 2 free throws coming for Donovan Mitchell. And Mitchell will head to the line, basket in front of the Cavalier bench. Donovan 0 of 6 from the field, but for Mitchell, his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Hey, Tim, you know, we always see, we've had other games where Donovan hasn't started out well, but somewhere along the line, he figures this whole thing out.
Mitchell's first free throw in and out. Serena, a quick update.
Yeah, Tim, in that last huddle, I noticed James Harden grimacing pretty hard in pain. He landed pretty hard in the first quarter after a layup attempt. He was actually clutching his left hand. Now, he took about 3 really deep breaths trying to just wear off the pain to get back into this, but something to certainly watch for this evening.
Yeah, and I'm watching him now, Serena, and he keeps fidgeting with it.
Mitchell split the pair. Cavs within 1, 42-41, 4:10 to go here in the first half. Levert on the toss to Stewart, gave it right back to Levert. Levert double team from the baseline, took a wild shot and missed it, and then Allen got whacked in the face by Isaiah Stewart. And the foul will be on Isaiah Stewart.
And Tim, I like the way Donovan played defense with him. Even though Levert was taking him off the dribble, he stayed in front of him. Make it harder for Levert. He's been getting open looks, a step past everybody, but that time we stayed with it.
Cavs down 1 with the ball. Mitchell on the right side. Got it out front to Harden. Hands it right back to Mitchell. His pass deflected, but it went to Harden. Harden out front to Strus. Strus right down the lane, and the ball went off his leg out of bounds.
Yes, it did.
With that collapsing Detroit defense,
That's
Jim.
right, Tim. That's why you got to make one more pass. One more pass will open things up.
Here's Caris Levert out front. Tobias Harris, 3. Rattled it in. Oh, Tobias Harris, what a postseason he's having. 45-41, Pistons by 4. Tobias Harris, second go-round with Detroit. Started his career in Milwaukee, Orlando. Spent some time with the Clippers and Philly. Harden out front with the Cavs down 4. Harden left of the lane, into the lane. He got a hit, missed the shot, but James Harden will shoot 2.
I like that, Tim. Not settling. Not so. They want you to shoot from the perimeter so they can contest. But if you stay on attack mode, you put that pressure on their defense. Don't make it easy for their defense. Stay in attack mode.
Harden 2 of 2 from the line tonight. 85% from the stripe in the playoffs. He was at 88% in the regular season. First one good. Harden, after that torrid start, when he had 11 of the Cavs' first 13 points, now at 12 points in the ball game.
Well, Tim, when he came here, he's averaging, what, 25 a game, 8 and 8, and he made the adjustment. That's why he and Mitchell in the backcourt has been relatively seamless.
Harden good on both.
He made the sacrifice. He took less shots.
So Harden now with a 13-point ball game.
He may need to take more shots tonight to win this ball game.
Levert, left wing to Harris.
I'm just saying.
Cunningham. Cunningham gets Harden on a switch. Cunningham, top of the key. Bodies into Harden. Shoots and hits from the left side.
Yeah, that's his shot. He's just so long and so big, so talented.
47-43 with under 3 to go here in the first half. Mobley into the paint. Left corner Mitchell. Don with a 3-ball. That one's perfect. And Donovan Mitchell with his first field goal of the night gets the Cavs to within 1 at 47-46. 2:38 to go, second quarter. Pistons by 1 with the ball. Here's Cunningham, double team, throws it to Tobias Harris. Harris out front against Mobley. Harris now backs up to the half-court line. Harris around Cunningham. Tobias left of the key, into the paint. Shot puts, and he got the bounce off the back of the rim and in.
That sort of looked like a travel tip.
Cavs down 3, 49-46. Mitchell weaving his way. Right wing Strus, 3-ball up, no. Rebound Allen. Allen hooked it up, no, but he got fouled by Jalen Duren.
You can't say enough about the effort of Jared Allen tonight.
So Jared Allen shooting 2 with 2:07 to go. Let's have a look at our Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. Each team has 11 assists. 11 for the Cavs, 11 for the Pistons. Leading the way for Detroit, Cade Cunningham with 4. Pacing the Cavs, James Harden with 5. Those are your Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. So Jared Allen now with a 4-point ball game. 2 of 3 at the free throw line. Has one more coming with the Cavs down 2.
Way to go, big fella. Way to make them pay. Make them pay.
Cavs within 1. 49-48 with 2 minutes to go. First half in Cleveland. Duren, top of the three-point arc. Duren leaning into Allen. Lob left side to Cunningham. Cunningham against Mitchell. Cunningham 6 on the shot clock to the baseline. Jumper, no. Rebound Stewart, no. Ball ricochets out front. Grabbed by Tobias Harris. Left corner Levert. 3-ball Karras, no. Long rebound. Karras tracked it down. Right side to Robinson. Gave it off to Cunningham. Cunningham against Mitchell. Cunningham, crossover, left of the lane, fires left side to Levert. 3-ball, that one's perfect.
Yep.
And there's those second
Bucket
for Detroit.
Careless Levert,
Thirds and
veteran, showing leadership.
Mitchell on the left wing, unloads a 3, no. Rebound Strus, back to Mitchell in the middle to Harden. Harden bangs into Levert, and Levert fouled Harden as he took it to the basket.
That's right, and James Harden, he had a 3, Tim, but he knows time and score, and he took it off the dribble.
So here's James Harden at the free throw line. Harden with a 13-point first half. That leads the Cavaliers. Caris LeVert leading Detroit with 17. Harden, free throw, got it. And James Harden gets the Cavaliers to within 3 at 52-49. Harden shooting one more. 19.5 per game in postseason action. His career in the playoffs, 22.4. Harden's second free throw, perfect.
Thank you, James.
So Harden gets the Cavs to within 2 at 52-50. And boy, in the backcourt, Duren just threw a shoulder into Strus, and they're going to call Max Strus with the foul. And Max Strus is doing his best imitation of Mike Tyson as he chews on the ear of Mitchell Irvin.
But Tim, this is when you can't get overly emotional. It's a bonus situation, and you're fouling a guy 60 feet from the basket. That's not how it's done.
So here's Cunningham, free throw good for Cade Cunningham. So it's been Cunningham and Levert carrying the load for Detroit. Levert with 17, Cade Cunningham now with 11. And let's not forget Tobias Harris, he's got a dozen. So that's the three-headed monster here in the first half for the Pistons.
But you're all over, Tim. They've got that third score.
Cunningham's second free throw is good. So he matches Harris with 12. Cavs down 4, 54-50. As we hit the 1-minute mark here in the second quarter of play. Harden in the center circle. Harden against Levert. Harden comes around a Mobley screen, bounces it to Evan, left corner Donovan. Donovan on the baseline, tried to get it to Allen in the lane, ball deflects free, and then Donovan tried to scoop it up on the baseline, and he was out of bounds.
Yeah, he's allowing the defense to make him hurry. You know, on the catch, before you put it on the floor, look to see where the defenders are and where the opportunities.
And you don't want to see the Pistons close out this half on a big surge. They're up 54 to 50 with 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's Jalen Duren. Got it out front to Tobias Harris. Harris into the paint. Harris drives and scores with the left hand.
Over
14 for Harris.
Over both of our bigs, Tim. Come on, guys.
Another veteran showing leadership.
Can't wind it all the way down. There's about a 7-second differential. Here's Harden near the half-court line. Cavs down 6. 10 on the shot clock. Harden on the slow dribble against Duncan Robinson. Harden between his legs. Harden comes left to the key, left to the lane. Bounce to Mobley. Pow! So Mobley with the dunk. Here's Levert to the forecourt. Got it out front to Cunningham. 3 on the clock. Cunningham ran over Mitchell. He'll shoot it, miss it, and that will end the first half of play. And the two teams will head to the locker room. And the Cavs and the Pistons, as always, in 56-52. Detroit by 4.
Sorry about that.
Mike
I'm
Snyder
doing way too much right
before the
now.
ball game,
Hey,
who would do
halftime.
the
Hey,
biggest
get some grub, have a beverage, have a smoke. Do it all responsibly. I'm Potoi. I'll see you in about 10, 12 minutes.
That would have been Karras himself.
Commercial break.
As
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button.
absolutely amazing
YouTube kind of
play
likes that
is
stuff.
the difference in this
I'm not
game.
gonna lie, so do I.
Jim and Serena, enjoy your halftime break coming up. Brad Sellers and I will get into
Shut
all
up,
the details
Potoi. All
of
right.
the first half here. We'll check other NBA news and action as well, as it is the McDonald's halftime report. Halftime of Game 4. Pistons 56, Cavs 52. Back after this timeout of the middle. It is halftime of Game 4 here at Rocket Arena. The Detroit Pistons have a 56-52 lead over the Cavaliers, who had a terrific start in this game. My goodness, the first 5 minutes, really, I don't think could have gone much better. They were up 16-5 on Detroit, but after that, the next 7 minutes weren't much fun as the Pistons answered on a 19-5 run to close out the quarter and lead it 24-21.
and they've continued to lead in the second quarter. And the big boost they've received today has been from a former Cavalier.
Left corner, Levert. 3-ball, Karras. No. Long rebound. Karras tracked it down. Right side to Robinson. Gave it off to Cunningham. Cunningham against Mitchell. Cunningham, crossover, left to the lane. Fires left side to Levert. 3-ball. That one's perfect.
Yep.
And there's those second chance points for Detroit.
What about second, thirds, and fourths?
Yep.
Actually, overall, second chance points have not been a killer for the Cavs today. They're just not making shots. Cavs actually have 8 second chance points to Detroit's 7. Pistons are winning the rebound battle 21-14, but Detroit's turned it over 10 times to the Cavs' 7. A lot of those turnovers came, though, early. And really, Caris LeVert has given the Pistons the big spark they were looking for. He has 17 points in the first half, 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 3-point range. Also, Tobias Harris having a monster game already, 14 points, 9 boards, 3 assists. And Cade Cunningham, very steady, 12 points and 5 assists. The Cavaliers have 15 from James Harden. 11 of those came early. He's a perfect 6 of 6 at the line, 11 for Evan Mobley. But when you look in the box score, Donovan Mitchell only has 4 points. In fact, he did not get his first basket until there was 2:45 to play in the second quarter when he hit a 3 from a corner. He had made 1 free throw prior to that. Cavs just 36% in three-point shooting. Detroit, 50%. They've made 6, but they've only attempted 12. So, Brad Sellers, is it simply just shot making right now?
Well, we just got to make some shots. But, Mike, I really like the position we're in. We're only down 4 at the half. And considering that Donovan Mitchell has been going well in the first half, I think we're in excellent position. And you got to give it to the point that we've got to get Caris LeVert under control. You talked about it. I mean, 17 points from Caris. That was unexpected. And if take that away, and the Cavs are in an excellent position here. So we've got to figure a way to get Caris under control, get Donovan Mitchell going, because we need a third scorer here. You got Harden and Mobley going, and then we just want to stay close here. Stay close and get it to the fourth quarter, and then you make your push. And then by then we hope that we have all of our guys going at a high clip at that time.
Well, you look at LeVert. We know what he can do. He's a streaky guy. He can have a big game. He's really been silent, so they've gotten something there. As you go through these playoffs, I know Jim Jones made a point there. As you get a little deeper in a series, you're looking for somebody else. Obviously, they've gone to LeVert as opposed to Jenkins or anybody else off the bench. JB's looking there. Cavs looking to their bench. Got a little of a boost there. Sam Merrill hit a couple of threes. Brad, they need that three-point shot to start going down.
Well, we need to just start hitting shots, period. I mean, threes would be good, twos would be good. I mean, we were abysmal really at some point in the first half. Then we started to pick it up. I would just tell you, go back to your 2 big guns. James Harden, he got off to a great start. Keep feeding him. Try to get him going again. Get Donovan going. If we can get those 2 going, and then we can limit the Pistons' attempts here, get Caris LeVert under control. Cade Cunningham's going to get his, right? Tobias here is probably going to get his. I can live with everybody else. If I get everybody else under control, I think we'll be okay, Mike, but we've got to get back to getting our own people going.
All right, Brad, we'll look for that. The Cavs need to get their offense. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, only 4 points here at the half. Brad Sellers, of course, Brad will check in at the end of the third quarter with Tim and Jim. And, of course, Brad's with me following the game on the Cavaliers post-game show. Cavs trailing by 4. Now, there's one other game later tonight. It'll be the Thunder and Lakers in L.A., where the Thunder look to put a sweep and a broom to LeBron and the Lakers. Here's LeBron on being down 0-3.
I mean, I don't want to say I'm not angry or disappointed. I mean, obviously you're disappointed in the simple fact like you being down 3-0, obviously. But I mean, we still got life, and that's all you can ask for. And we got to be much better on Monday.
And that is tonight for them. That'll be the late start for that game. By the way,
It didn't sound like they was really going to come out and win the game.
Wednesday.
That was for sure.
Win tonight, the Cavs
get
7. If the Lakers get swept tonight, the Cavs-Pistons Game 5 in Detroit on Wednesday would be an 8 o'clock start. Now, the Knicks are awaiting the winner of the Cavs-Pistons series. They completed a sweep of Philadelphia yesterday. Here's Karl Anthony Towns.
It's great when you see your team doing what we're doing and having that kind of focus and discipline and execution. I've always said that the toughest game is the one that ends someone's season, and to see us taking those words serious. It's great. It's great for us to see. But now we gotta, we gotta reset. We gotta readjust, get our minds back in right, and enjoy this time with our family, and get back to business.
Now they'll have some time as they await this Cavs Pistons series to conclude before the Eastern Conference Finals would begin. So Mike Brown and the Knicks awaiting the winner of Detroit-Cleveland. Now, on the other Western Conference semifinal, the Timberwolves and Spurs now tied at 2. Victor Wembanyama was ejected from the game when he threw an elbow at Naz Reid of Minnesota in the second quarter. He will not face any further disciplinary action, so he will play in Game 5, and that will be tomorrow night. Hey, download the Cavs app to play Cavs Pick'em, presented by KeyBank. $1,000 in cash will go to the overall playoffs winner, along with over $200 in prizes each game. Head to the Cavs app and play Cavs Pick'em now. Well, we're at halftime of Game 4. The Pistons lead this one by 4. Cavs had a great start early in the game, but they've gone cold shooting. Can they pick it up in the second half and pull even in this series? It's all in front of them here as they get set for the second half here at Rocket Arena. This is the McDonald's halftime report. Detroit leads it by 4. We'll send it back to Tim, Jim, and Serena after this time out of the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Halftime is almost over. Hey, whoever is the Cavaliers audio person, lady, man or woman, whoever it is, their job should be in jeopardy because every level of the audio is a different level. Nothing is balanced. Trust me, I'm over here balancing it best I can for y'all. Shame on them. Potoi. Hey, commercial break. Shut up.
Black Eagle. Black Eagle. Black Eagle. Prime music. Prime music.
I'm for real about that though. Bro, whoever it is, their job should be in jeopardy.
Cavs trail the Pistons at the half, 56-52. Detroit leads it. Detroit looking to go up 3-1 in this best-of-7 series. Cavaliers looking to win their second straight on this home floor in this 7-game series and knot things up at 2 games apiece with Game 5 set for Wednesday in Detroit. Well, if the Cavaliers do indeed come back and win this game, then things are knotted up at 2 games each, as I just mentioned. And Evan Mobley talked about the fact that if the Cavs can't even up this series, the momentum has swung their way.
We protect home court. We just got to get one more, and the momentum shifts. So right now that's what we're focused on, and we got to watch the film and get even better. And keep playing our brand of basketball, honestly.
The Cavaliers will try to get it done in the second half here against the Pistons tonight. Again, Detroit up 56-52 at the half. Well, Cavaliers playoffs presented by Redfin are here. And we want you to be a part of the action. Visit Cavs.com/playoffs. Cavs and Pistons, game 4. Pistons up 4, 56-52. Third quarter follows this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Cavs trail Detroit 56-52. Third quarter about to get underway here at Rocket Arena. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. We're in the Joe Tate perch. And down below, doing great work as always. Throughout the postseason on the Audioverse side, Serena Winters. Serena?
Tim, I caught up with assistant coach Trevor Henry at the half. He said, look, defensively, he thought they were playing great. Offensively, though, two things. He wants them to play a little bit faster. Sometimes they're walking the ball up. They don't want to see that in the second half here. And then he thought the threes were good, but they want to get to the rim more in the second half.
Detroit with the basketball as we start quarter number 3. Pistons now going left to right. They're heading towards the Cavalier bench. Tobias Harris, right corner to Asar Thompson, gave it back to Harris. Harris, right of the lane, pulls up and shoots on Harden, didn't hit anything. Ball goes out of bounds.
And Tim, in the first half, Pistons made 17 out of 32 pointers, and they shot 55%, very efficient.
Cavs with the ball as they head towards the Detroit bench, going right to left here in the second half. They get in those classic blues. Harden, baseline left, finds Mitchell in the lane. Shot put, spun in around the rim and in.
Okay, looking for him now, Tim. Harden's going to try to help get him going.
Cavs within 2, 56-54. Third quarter just underway here at Rocket Arena. Duren on the left side against Allen. Jalen Duren hands it off to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham right wing, Tobias Harris. 3, short, rebound. Dean Wade for the Cavs. Ahead to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell has Robinson behind him. Mitchell stutter steps into the paint, forced it up, good, and a foul. Donovan
Bucket.
Very quiet.
Hey, this is the difference in shooting a bucket, getting a shot off in the paint, or taking it to the hoop, or just out there shooting threes. He can get himself going by shooting better shots.
Trying to get his rhythm. He was 1 of 5 in the first half from three-point range. He's not settling. Trying to get into that Donovan Mitchell thing.
And trying to break a 56-56 tie, which he does. It bounced around the rim a few times, but rolled through. Cavs up 57-56. 5 quick points from Donovan Mitchell. into the lane. Cunningham threw it up, missed it. Rebound Wade. Wade gave it to Mitchell. He got knocked down by Asard Thompson. Didn't lose the ball, gave it up to Mobley. Mobley, right corner Wade. Out front Harden, left side Mitchell. 3-ball. Perfect!
Bucket! Here we go. That's what you're supposed to do.
Mitchell with a rip-roaring start to the third quarter. And the Cavs are up 4, 60-56. 10:24 to go in the third. As this place is up and roaring. And the Cavs are up 4 on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Deep in the South, kicking up top game. 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 Deep in the South, kicking up top game.
Harden, baseline left, finds Mitchell in the lane. Shot put, spun in around the rim and in.
Okay, looking for him now, Tim.
Mitchell.
Since their audio is low, let me take the time to say, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hey, by request. So here I am. I was probably headed this way anyway, but I appreciate it. Good to see y'all. Potoi, come on.
Out front Harden, left side Mitchell. 3-ball. Perfect! Timeout Detroit.
Watch how loud the audio is going to get.
Mitchell with a rip-roaring start to the third quarter. Donovan Mitchell on a personal 8-0 run to start the
See the
third for
difference?
the Cavaliers. And they're up by 4, 60-56. They lead Detroit. 10:24 to go here in quarter number 3. And Jim, right there in that highlight call, you said they're looking for him.
Yeah, that's where the money is. In the paint, high percentage stuff. You can always get a 3, and that's what happened. The threat of dribble penetration, the threat of going inside opened up Donovan on the perimeter. After 4 passes, Tim, ball movement, player movement.
Forced the Pistons into an early timeout here in the third quarter of play. We'll get an update with Serena at our first opportunity. Cunningham into the forecourt against Dean Wade. Cunningham comes around a screen from Tobias Harris, and now Harden has him. Cunningham with a 3, missed it. Rebound Evan Mobley. Cavaliers up by 4, 10 minutes to go in the third. Mobley on the left side goes right by Robinson. Mobley chucks it out front to Harden. Harden comes left to the key, left to the lane. Harden underneath the Allen, flipped it up and in off the glass. What a feed from James Harden.
That's where the money is, at the rim in the paint.
62-56. James Harden with a beautiful assist. He now has 9 assists in the game. Out front, they'll get Donovan Mitchell with a bumping foul. Serena, let's check in with you real quick. What'd you hear in that first time out?
Well, Tim, that feed from James Harden to Jared Allen, that was exactly what those two talked about in that last huddle. James wanted to make a point to Jared to get that play going.
And now out front, Harden got tripped up, and we've got an offensive foul called on Jalen Duren. Third foul on Jalen Duren.
Frustration, Tim. Frustration.
And here comes Paul Reed. Boy, he did some damage on Saturday afternoon. After not playing in the first two games of this series, he popped in 11.
Change of pace guy, athletic, got a jump shot, and can play bigger than his physical size.
Cavs with the ball. Mobley on the right wing, hands off to Donovan Mitchell. Hot start to the third for Donovan. Got 8 here in the quarter. Wade left to the lane. Wade double team, looking for some help. Lost the ball, goes down to the ground to get it. Gave it off to Harden. 3 on the clock, 2 on the clock. Harden bounced to Mobley. Hooks in the lane. Didn't hit anything. That'll be a 24-second shot clock violation.
Stay strong, Mo. No finesse, babe. No finesse. Don't let this defense make you hurry.
So Reed is in for Jalen Duren, who sat down with those 3 fouls. And again, if you're just joining us, the weapon off the bench for Detroit in the first half was Karis Levert. He had 17. Cunningham finds Thompson down low. Thompson with a spin. Got it blocked from behind. And then Wade scooped it up and hands it to Harden. Lob to Mitchell at the half-court line. Mitchell, right in front of the scorer's table, works himself back out front to the half-court line. Cavs up 6, 62-56. Mitchell, right wing, open 3. Perfect! Donovan Mitchell is feeling the groove here in the third.
Uh-oh.
And the Cavs have a 9-point lead at 65-56.
Here we go.
13-0 quarter. And now Mobley with the steal. Got it to Mitchell. Down the floor to Harden. Harden on the right wing. Harden against Robinson. Blows by Robinson. Left corner to Wade. Back out front to Mobley. Fakes the pass. Back on the left wing, Harden. 3-ball. Bullseye! Timeout Detroit! Rocket Arena has hit liftoff! Cavs by 12. An explosive start to the third for Cleveland. 68-56. They lead Detroit with 8:16 to go in the third. On the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, this is what I'm talking about. We need now I mean on Detroit side too, we need a second half where the superstars are out there like superstars, win or lose. Let's see some straight balling. Everybody doing what they talent. Whatever your talent is, this shit needs to be on display tonight. Especially if you play for Cleveland. You're at home. These teams have these home games and they play like, we've won one, so, you know, we can maybe, no, come on, let's go. You don't have to shoot 15 threes. Hey, there's a lot of other things you can do in a game. You know, go dunk on somebody, fade away, crossover, break somebody's ankles. Hey, go back to the game, shut up. Potoi. Hey, I'm having a good time right now.
Mitchell, right wing, open three. Perfect! Donovan Mitchell is feeling the groove here in the third. And the Cavs have a 9-point lead at 65-56. 13-0 quarter. And now Mobley with the steal. Got it to Mitchell. Down the floor to Harden. Harden on the right wing. Harden against Robinson. Blows by Robinson. Left corner to Wade. Back out front to Mobley. Fakes the pass. Back on the left wing, Harden. 3-ball. Bullseye! Timeout Detroit! Rocket Arena has hit liftoff! The Cavaliers with a 16-0 start to the third quarter. And they've got a 12-point lead on Detroit at 68-56. They score 30% off this season's Cavs City Edition collection and jerseys throughout round 2. Shop this sale at Rocket Arena and Pinehurst Center Court locations or online at Cavs.com/shop. We'll check in with Serena in just a moment. Off the timeout. Pistons with the basketball and Mitchell with a steal. Donovan heads to the other end. Mitchell on the left side against Tobias Harris. Mitchell waits for everybody else to catch up. Mitchell, crossover dribble, left wing three. There's another one! And it's a 19-0 quarter.
Bucket!
Donovan
What I'm
Mitchell,
telling y'all.
13 overall. Cavs by 15 at 71-56. Levert in. Levert had a 17-point first half. Got it to Reed. Allen deflected it to the half-court line. Reed at the foul line. Behind him to Levert. Left wing Danis Jenkins. Jenkins left of the lane. Got it! Blocked! Out of bounds by Jared Allen!
Defense!
Went up and swatted that one into the stands.
They call it defense, Tim. There's blood in the water. There's blood in the water.
Inbounds Jenkins from behind the backboard, throws up an air ball, 24-second shot clock violation.
And the Pistons have not scored. Talking about a drought. Sahara Desert, right?
Yeah, 19-0 quarter. Cavs looking to add to that. Mobley got it to Mitchell. Mitchell weaves his way to the left sideline, brings it out to the half-court line. 6 on the clock. Mitchell against Levert. Mitchell, long three, hits the front of the rim, rebound. Allen got knocked off the ball.
I see you out there doing Candy. Good to see you creeping.
We're going to head down. So with 7:04 to go here in the third quarter of play,
Jared
Cavaliers
Allen
will inbound.
Jared Allen, Tim. He's not taking anything for granted. He's playing both ends of the floor. Second shot opportunity. Let's see if we get something out of it.
71-56. Cavs have seized control. Harden on the left wing. In the middle to Allen. Allen lowers the shoulder. Pow! With the right hand! That's the aggressive, fiery Jared Allen. 9 for Allen. 21-0 quarter for the Cavaliers. 17-point lead. Cunningham out front to Tobias Harris. Harris, baseline jumper, no. Rebound Wade. Foul on Detroit. Ooh, they're going to get it on Jared Allen. Thought that they'd call that on Paul Reed. Instead, it's on Jared Allen. That's his second. What an absolute firestorm by the Cavaliers here in the third. A 21-0 start to the quarter. Cunningham, sideline left. And his pass knocked away by Harden. Got it to Allen. Allen ahead to Mobley. Mobley on the left wing. Mobley backing down Levert. Mobley had it knocked away. Got it back. Right side to Mitchell. Mitchell at the three-point arc. Spinning. Run of the lane. Shot puts and scores. And it's a 23-0 quarter. And it's a 19-point lead. 75-56. Mitchell with 16 points here in the third. Here's Reed, run of the lane, driving and a dunk. And Detroit is finally on the board halfway through the quarter. It took them 6 minutes to score their first 2 points.
Tim, they call it defense.
Mitchell driving, banking, scoring. Oh, it's vintage Donovan Mitchell. It's a Donovan Mitchell show. 77-58, Reed, 3-ball, good.
Come on, Jared. Come on, Jared. You got to guard him, big fella.
Bucket. Paul Reed.
Blood.
Paul Reed.
61.
Don't leave him open.
Crossover into the paint, put it up, no, but Levert fouled him.
Don't give in. Don't take anything for granted. This is the playoffs. If you can do it unto them, they can do it unto you. You have an opportunity to turn this thing around. You got to keep defending.
Cavaliers with a 25-5 third quarter. Donovan Mitchell has 18 of the 25 Cavalier points. And Mitchell with a chance to add to that. He's had consecutive 30-plus point games against Detroit. 31 in Game 2, 35 along with 10 rebounds in Game 3. As Mitchell hits that first. Actually, let's bring you up to date here. They have changed one of his 3 balls to a 2-point field goal. So it's now 77-61. So again, Donovan Mitchell now sitting at 22 points. And he's got one more free throw. Second one, good. Still a remarkable quarter for Donovan Mitchell. Cavs have a 17-point lead.
Donovan Mitchell night. Now let's check Levert. Stay with Levert.
He had a 17-point first half. Levert into the paint, hits the break, shoots on Schroeder, hits, and he got fouled.
That's what I'm talking about. You cannot allow Levert to beat you off the bench.
Karis Levert,
17
veteran showing leadership out here balling tonight. Come on, Kate.
Boy, Levert, his previous playoff high this postseason was 8 in the Orlando, or excuse me, he did it against Orlando and against the Cavs.
Yeah, he's been hurt for most of the season, having issues with those knees.
Yep.
A lot of miles.
Free throw good from Karis Levert. Young man from Pickerington. And it's 78-64. Here's Jared Allen, top of the three-point arc on the handoff to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell out front against Tobias Harris with 7 on the shot clock. Mitchell crossover dribble, has a look at the clock, into the paint, will shot put and bounce it around the rim and in.
He's got it going.
Donovan Mitchell makes it 80-64 with 4:38 to go in the third. Here's Danis Jenkins, left wing to Paul Reed. Dennis Schroeder has checked in for the Cavaliers. Reed out front, off to Duncan Robinson. Robinson against Merrill, foul called on Sam Merrill. Let's check in with Serena Winters, who has a pretty cool feature down below. Serena?
Well, Tim, it's just interesting just watching Karis Levert and Paul Reed out there, because usually I'm in a huddle and all the attention surrounding Cade Cunningham. That was not the case that last time around. It was all about Paul Reed and Karis Levert. In games like this, it's role guys like that that can potentially go on those big runs. And you saw it in that last couple of plays. They helped out the Pistons quite a bit, but we'll see the defense on them coming up here.
When Donovan sits down with 25, a 21-point quarter. Levert into the paint, driving on Harden, banks it in.
Come on, Cavs.
So Karis Levert makes it 82-66. 4:08 to go here in the third. Max Strus in. Sam Merrill in. So it's Harden, Merrill, along with Schroeder, Strus, and Allen. Harden against Tobias Harris, got it out front. Merrill, open three, nope. A rebound grab by Paul Reed. So Merrill hit 2 early, but he's 0 for 3 since then. Here's Reed on the left wing with 3:48 to go. Reed spinning on Allen, hooking on Jared and hitting.
Yeah, he's a good player, Tim.
Paul Reed.
Paul Reed, who had 11 in Game 3, now with 7 here in Game 4. Cavs lead is 12 at 80-68. Harden out front against Levert. Harden swings it right side to Schroeder. Schroeder against Jenkins. Schroeder Top side to Merrill. Merrill, 3-ball. That's out. A rebound grab by Levert. You can feel some antsiness here in the crowd. Levert finds Reed, runs into Merrill, flipped it up, no, but the foul will be called on Sam Merrill.
You know, we have a short memory, Tim. They want you to shoot threes, so that they're playing the percentage that they can contest it, have you shoot about 30%, give them an early clock possession so they can get back in this game. And we have to understand how we got there. Ball movement, player movement, dribble penetration, Donovan Mitchell going in the paint at the rim.
Well, here's Paul Reed, sixth-year player out of DePaul. First free throw is up, and it rattled out.
Thank you, Paul.
And Reed with one more coming. Cavaliers will take time. We're going to keep it right here. Cavaliers up by 12 at 80-68. As the Cavaliers came out roaring here in the third quarter of play. Had the first 21 points of the period. And now Detroit trying to battle their way back into this thing. Of course, they were down 17 in game 3. And came all the way back. With the Cavaliers not wanting history to repeat itself here tonight at Rocket Arena. Hey, show your support for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger program. Donate to the Cavs Food Drive, presented by Trusted Sec, by going to greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/Cavs Food Drive. The Cavaliers, knowing that they're going to Detroit for a Game 5 on Wednesday. And, of course, if the series goes 6, that's 6th game here in Cleveland Friday night. And then a Game 7, if necessary, would be in Detroit on Sunday afternoon. Cavaliers looking to hold home court. Pistons won the first 2 in Detroit, 111-101 and 107-97. Cavs bounced back on Saturday afternoon with the 116-109 win. Cavaliers being paced by Donovan Mitchell. A 21-point third quarter for Donovan Mitchell. He now has 25 in the game. James Harden with an 18-point ball game and 10 assists, so a double-double for James Harden. That's his second of the postseason. He had 20 during the regular season. And here's Paul Reed back at the free throw line.
And Tim, we talked about role players and what they can do in these pressure-packed games. Levert and Reed have proven they can handle the pressure.
Levert missed the second.
Thank you, Reed.
So 2 misses for Paul Reed. That's good news for Cavs fans. We'll tell you about that in a moment as James Harden has it out front. Harden on the right side, and then Duncan Robinson ran right into Sam Merrill. Well, Paul Reed just missed 2 straight free throws. That means you win free potato teasers at Swenson's. Download the Swenson's app and use promo code FREETEASERSCAVS. That's FREETEASERSCAVS to get yours tomorrow. Harden will throw it into Mobley. Mobley at the 3-point arc. Evan with 6 on the clock with his back to the basket, looking for somebody. Mobley 3 on the clock, tried to force feed it into Strus, and the ball got taken away by Danis Jenkins. Off to Levert. Levert in the lane. Levert got it down low, and a reverse layup is good for Paul Reed.
Yeah, Mobley panicked, Tim. All he had to do was hold on to it, get the count, if anything, but you don't give up a layup.
Schroeder with the ball. Cavs up 10. Schroeder left corner to Strus. Strus will drive the baseline. Right side Merrill in the middle to Harden. Harden against Levert. Harden into the lane. Pushes it up. No. Rebound Mobley. Mobley banks it. No, but he got fouled.
See what happens when you attack the paint? It puts you in position for second shot opportunities. It collapses that defense. Every game that I've watched, they talk about dribble penetration and the effect it has against defenses. It gives you opportunities, and it gives you a high percentage look.
And here's Evan Mobley at the free throw line. 11 points in the ball game for Evan Mobley. Also has 3 rebounds, 4 assists. It's that first free throw. So Mobley now 3 of 3 from the line tonight. Mobley 62% in the playoffs at the charity stripe, and that's just a tick above 61% he had in the regular season. Second one's good. Looked pretty comfortable right there, and he's 4 of 4 tonight.
Yes, he did.
Cavs lead back to 12 at 82-70. Cunningham at the half-court line. Strus poked it away. Cunningham picked it up, and there's the 8-second violation, and that's a winning play. That's a play from Max Strus.
Pure bulldog.
He deflected that ball, and it stayed in the backcourt. Cunningham picked it up, and the 8 seconds were off the clock.
Pure bulldog. Always playing.
Cavs by 12 with the ball. 2:10 to go. Third quarter of play. Harden will walk it into the center circle, met by Cunningham. Harden to the right wing, bounce to Merrill. 3-ball Sam, that's too strong. Rebound grab by Duncan Robinson. So Sam Merrill has lost the touch from downtown. Here's Levert on the right wing, got it out front to Reed. Reed behind his back to Robinson. Robinson floats in the lane, gave it back to Reed. Reed in traffic, right corner Robinson. Fakes the 3, shoots the 3, hits the 3. Duncan Robinson makes this a 9.
Duncan Robinson been?
273.
Come on, Duncan.
Wing 3. Perfect!
Bucket.
James Harden. That's your 3.
Who cares? We got James.
85-73. Cavs back to a 12-point lead. Harden with 21. Danis Jenkins left wing to Reed. Reed splits a double team. Reed behind his back to Jenkins, fumbled it, got it back, blocked by Mobley, and it's scooped up by nobody. It goes out of bounds off Paul Reed.
Way to go, Big Mo.
Mobley, what a block by Evan.
Defense and that length of Mobley's.
Cavs by 12 with the ball. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter of play. Mobley, left wing to Schroeder. Schroeder on the left side against Jenkins. Schroeder out front to Harden. Harden with 6 on the shot clock. 50 to go in the quarter. Harden crossover dribble. Bounce right side to Schroeder. Schroeder 1 on the clock. He'll float at the foul line and bank it in. Oh, Schroeder, the shooter.
Bro.
Bank is open. Pure money. 87-73. Here's Paul Reed for Detroit. Got it out front to Jenkins. Jenkins drives right by Merrill, feeds Reed, and Reed has a layup.
Paul Reed.
Well, there's 11
I like
for
Paul
Reed
Reed.
again tonight after 11 on Saturday.
Bench players.
Cavs lead is 12. Can't run it all the way out. There's about an 8-second differential. 87-75. Cavaliers. 35-point quarter for Cleveland. Harden against Robinson. Harden, 5 on the clock. Harden lost a dribble, got it back. Right wing 3-ball, no, and he got fouled on the play. The foul is called. That'll put James Harden at the line, shooting 3. As Harden heads to the stripe, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio burst.
Hey, appreciate y'all hanging out. This is turning out to be a good game. You gotta be smart. Come on, Pistons. Game's not over yet.
Cavs up 12. Harden shooting 3. Hits the first. Jim?
Tim, what they're doing, they started last game. They're doing a pick and roll. Whoever Robinson is guarding, they're getting him to switch. And he's been the pigeon tonight. He was the pigeon the other night. He is not a good defender, and the Cavs are taking advantage of it. He doesn't have a chance against Harden.
James hits the second. What a tremendous game for James Harden. Now has 23 points in the ball game to go along with 11 assists. Cavs lead back to 14, 89-75. 9 seconds to go here in the third. Harden, number 3, rattled in. 24 for Harden. Cavs by 15. 6 seconds to go.
No
Danis
threes.
Jenkins against Mobley. Drives, missed, tipped up and in by Reed. Reed with 13.
Paul Reed. They're balling.
Paul Reed. A long pass, and Wade got knocked to the deck by Reed. As Wade went up to deflect it. Cavaliers with a big third quarter. They outscore the Pistons 38-21 in the quarter, and the Cavs have a 90-77 lead as we head to the fourth at Rocket Arena and on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Some Monday night East Side, the East Side out here hooping. Hey, fourth quarter, we know fourth quarter is gonna be Cade Cunningham time. We fully aware of that. So it's good to see Cleveland get going, because Detroit is about to make a run. No doubt about it. It's coming. It's coming. Fourth quarter. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hit the like button. You know how that goes. I'd appreciate it. Back to the background. Paul Reed. Paul Reed.
Visit rocksports.com to stay up to date on everything you need to know about your Cleveland Cavaliers, Monsters, Charge, high school football, and so much more. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch rocksports.com, the home for Ohio sports fans.
Cavaliers with a 38-21 third quarter for the Cavaliers that matched their high for a quarter in the playoffs. And for the Pistons, it is the most they've given up in a quarter this year in the playoffs. 90-77, Cavs by 13. Let's talk about how the Cavs can bring it home. Bring it home. Presented by Rocket. We're going back to the studios with Brad Sellers as to how the Cavs can bring it home tonight, Brad.
Appreciate it, Tim. Look, keep Donovan Mitchell going. Got 21 points from him in the third quarter. And James Harden big all night, 24 points, 11 assists, up 13 going into the fourth. We must stay aggressive. We must stay hungry. And if we play with force, we will cross the finish line and with a big-time victory tonight, guys.
That's how the Cavs can bring it home, Jim.
Well, Tim, what they've done defensively, they've held Duncan Robinson to 4 points. They've held Asir Thompson to 2 points. But the difference has been Levert and Reed off of the bench. Two guys that you wouldn't think about who haven't seen much light have made a difference, and we're still up 13.
Cavs with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Donovan Mitchell back in the ball game. It's Mitchell, Merrill, along with Strus, Wade, and Mobley. Here's Mobley on the left sideline. Mobley in the left corner to Merrill. He'll drive the baseline, hits the brakes. Right side Mitchell, Donovan 3-ball. Hit the side of the backboard.
Who they call
They
that?
got a foul on Evan Mobley.
Oh, come on.
Down low.
Why?
The foul on Mobley will be his first foul.
Oh, okay, I can take that. I can live with that. Wow, I mean, but to call tic-tac fouls in this kind of game, Tim, as important as staying out of foul trouble is, it doesn't make sense.
Cavs looking to tie this series at 2 games apiece. They get a best 2 out of 3 with game 5 Wednesday night in Detroit. Cunningham into the lane will shoot on Wade. No. Ball deflects and Merrill scoops it up. Cavaliers have done a nice job keeping Detroit off the offensive boards. Here's Strus out front, gets right by Tobias, got it down low to Mobley, flipped it up and in. Evan Mobley now with a 15-point game. That's his high in this series.
Strus, Bulldog making plays.
And the Cavs have a 15-point lead at 92-77. Danish Jenkins got it to Tobias Harris. Blocked by Mobley. Ball grabbed by Jenkins. Right wing Cunningham three. No. Rebound Wade. Had it knocked away. Mitchell grabs it. Mitchell up the right side. Mitchell Euro step in the lane. Drives and scores. Donovan Mitchell doing special Donovan Mitchell things. Cavaliers up by 17 at 94-77. Cunningham in the lane to Reed. And Reed got bumped. I think they'll get Strus on the foul.
Yeah.
They will. That'll be his second.
On the ground, Tim. That's a strategic foul. Don't give up anything. You're in the middle of a little bit of a run. You're breaking it off in them right now, Tim. There's blood in the water. Keep the pressure on.
Cavs have built it back to a 17-point lead. Their largest margin was 18. That's 74-56. 10:28 to go. Cade Cunningham awaits the basketball. Cade thankful that it's not Max Strus right in front of him. Cunningham throws it into Robinson. Got it back to Cunningham, right of the lane, drives, banks, missed, and a foul will be called. They're going to get Jalen Duren for the push-off on the offensive rebound.
Yes, he did, Tim, and the official was right on the play.
So Strus to inbound in the backcourt. Tosses it to Merrill, right back to Max Strus. How about Max Strus handling the basketball? Strus crosses the half-court line, lob to Mobley. Mobley back to Strus. Strus fires it to Merrill. Merrill into the paint, flipped it up, no. Rebound Mobley, left wing Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint, floats and scores. Donovan with 29.
Wow. He's out there clowning.
For Donovan Mitchell, Cavs with their biggest lead. It's 19. Here's Danish Jenkins. Bounce baseline right to Duren. Duren had it, poked by Wade, and it went off Duren out of bounds.
Struggling, Tim. Blood in the water.
Dean Wade with hands like a Kansan snake.
You know what sharks do when there's blood in the water.
So the ball will go back to the Cavaliers. They have their biggest lead of the ball game, 96-77. Trying to close this game out. Donovan Mitchell up the left side in the middle to Mobley. Mobley fires left side to Merrill. Merrill against Levert. Back to Evan. 3-ball Mobley. Short, long rebound. Cunningham tracks it down in the corner. J.B. Bickerstaff saying push it to the forecourt. We need to make up 19 points in 9.5 minutes. In the right corner, Tobias Harris fakes the three. Got away with a walk. Harris backing down Mitchell. Harris 8 on the clock. Harris into the lane. Harris, tough shot. No. Rebound Strus. Tobias Harris is scoreless here in the second half of play. Here's Mitchell, run of the lane, banking, missing, late whistle and a foul.
We'll take it early or late, but Donovan has learned his lesson, Tim. He's not taking his offense and possessions for granted. Everything is in attack mode in this half.
And everybody's up on their feet over on that far side for Donovan Mitchell, who at the free throw line, if he hits one or both, will have his third straight 30-plus or more game in this series. What a second half for Donovan Mitchell. There's point number 30. Game 2, he had 31. Game 3, 35. And now tonight he's got 30.
With 9 minutes to go.
His fifth 30-point game in these playoffs. He had 2 against Toronto, the first 2 games of that Raptor series. Donovan hits the second and hung on the rim, but it fell in. Cavaliers up by 21, trying to suck the life out of this Piston team with under 9 minutes to go. Cunningham against Allen. Cunningham drives and scores off the glass. That's his first points in the second half. He's got 14. Mitchell on the right wing. Mitchell gets by Thompson, put it up, no, but a foul will be called. Boy, he just faked Asar Thompson right out of his shorts.
But Tim, it looked like he was going to set up for the 3, but that's what set the defense up, and he took him off the dribble. Donovan learned his lesson from the first half. Everything is in attack mode.
You know, SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cavs, whether buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or any live event in the land. SeatGeek is the place to do it. Cavs by 20, 99-79. Game 5 will be Wednesday. And if the Cavaliers can keep this distance, there will be a Game 6 Friday night here at Rocket Arena. Mitchell, good on the second. What a night for the Cavalier backcourt. 33 for Mitchell, a double-double for Harden, as he has 24, along with 11 assists. Levert out front to Duren. Duren against Allen. Duren hands it off to Cunningham. Cade with a foul line push. That's good. Wow, he shot-putted that ball.
Yeah, he's so good, too.
100-81. Well, like sand through the hourglass. That time's ticking away on Detroit. Cavaliers maintaining that lead. Mitchell fires left side to Strus. Boy, that was a high heater. Strus got it out front to Wade, drops it behind him to Harden. Harden on the left wing. Harden gave it off to Mitchell. Straight away three. That didn't hit anything.
That would have been nice, Tim. But I like what the Cavs are doing. They're not taking quick shots. They're making the Pistons have to defend. They've got cutters. They've got ball movement. All of those things are a problem for the Pistons right now.
Cavs by 19 with under 8 to go. Dennis Schroeder now in for the Cavaliers. Levert checks back for Detroit, gave it to Duren. Duren driving on Allen, muscles into Allen and dunks it.
Yeah, that was just an ego thing there, Tim. No need to pick up a foul there.
Cavs by 17 with 7.5 to go. Strus to Allen. Allen at the base of the center circle. Allen. Lob left side to Harden. Harden against Levert. Harden left of the lane. Harden hits the brakes. Left wing Strus. 3-ball max. No. Rebound Wade. Gave it back to Strus. Left wing to Dean Wade. Bounces it left of the lane to Harden. Harden against Levert. Harden with 7 on the clock. Harden backing down. Harden into the lane. Now he'll flip and get it blocked. Rebound Allen. Had it knocked out of his hands. And out of there with it comes Asar Thompson. Thompson, right wing Cunningham. Cade with a 3. Good.
Yeah, you can't mess around with it, Tim. You can't play games with this game.
Way too much time left.
Outstanding.
Too much time left.
Have seen their lead sliced to 14. So a 7-0 run by Detroit. 100-86. Cavs lead it. Timeout Cavs with 6:56 to go. Fourth quarter at Rocket Arena. And on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Are the Lakers going to get swept tonight? LeBron didn't really have a lot of energy in that interview we heard earlier. Luka is not coming to save the day. I promise.
Cavaliers with 8 block shots tonight. Evan Mobley with 5, and you just heard one of the 2 for Jared Allen. James Harden also has a block, and of course, for every block made by a Cavalier, KeyBank donates $25 to the Cavaliers Community Foundation. Cavaliers trying to stave off a Pistons surge. Cavalier lead was 21. Detroit has scored 7 straight. They pulled to within 14, 100-86. Cavs lead it, 6:56 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. Cavs take the floor with Schroeder, Harden, Strus, Wade, and Allen. Strus running the baseline, got it into Harden. We'll check in with Serena once we have a moment as Harden hits the half-court line against Cunningham. Harden looking for a screen. Harden still on the dribble on the right sideline. 12 on the clock. Harden being harassed by Cunningham. Will bounce it to Wade. Right back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Harden draws Tobias Harris over his shoulder to Wade. Wade comes down the lane, put it up, and it didn't hit anything as he got it partially blocked. Let's check in with Serena Winters real quick off that 4th quarter timeout. Serena?
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell just came over and said, all right, guys, it is time to regroup. But what I can also tell you is Max Strus was talking that entire huddle, detail after detail, offensively about the little things they can do to win this game. They call him a fierce competitor. They call him a little bit crazy. They need that here at the playoffs.
Levert got it out front to Cade Cunningham, threw it down low. Duran wasn't looking for it. It went out of bounds.
Yeah, his head is somewhere else, Tim. He knows he's been struggling, not only this game, but all through this series.
And the Cavaliers up 14 with the ball. 6:08 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. Harden against Cunningham, and a foul will be called on Cade Cunningham.
That forearm.
3rd foul on Cade Cunningham, and for the Pistons, that'll be their 4th team foul. Donovan Mitchell back in. Max Strus will take a seat. Evan Mobley trots to the scorer's table, and they will get him in as well. So Mobley will replace Wade. And the Cavaliers with Schroeder, Mitchell, Harden, Mobley, and Allen.
And you've got Schroeder as the point guard, and you got great spacing with your best scorers. I like this. That middle's wide open for Schroeder.
Schroeder out front. Schroeder gets a pick from Mobley. Schroeder, right corner to Mitchell. Mitchell down on the baseline. He got bumped, and the foul will be called, and Detroit is over the limit. So that's going to put Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line.
Tim, I like this lineup. Kenny did this a little bit in the middle of the 3rd, or was it middle of the 4th? He put Donovan in one corner, he put Harden in the other, and he put Schroeder in the middle. All kinds of gaps and opportunities, because those guys aren't going to be left alone. They're too big a threat. So that gives the middle of the floor more opportunity for guys like Schroeder to get to the rim and for your bigs to get some alley-oops. I like this lineup.
Donovan Mitchell had a 4-point first half. All in the 2nd quarter. He had a free throw and a 3-ball. That was it. He now has 30 points in the 2nd half of play and 34 overall. Hits that first free throw, perfect on the 2nd. And he has matched his playoff high of 35. 2 straight games of 35. Cavs up by 16, 102-86. Levert, he's got 22 tonight. Got it out front to Cunningham. Cunningham got poked by Schroeder, and the foul will be on Dennis Schroeder. For Schroeder, that'll be his third team foul on the Cavaliers. And the fans saying, hey, that's an acting job by Cade Cunningham. Levert will throw it in to Tobias Harris. Harris on the right sideline. Harris against Schroeder. Harris bumps into Schroeder. Harris will shoot on Schroeder and miss. And the rebound's grabbed by Schroeder. So he dug in defensively and then grabbed the board after the miss. Schroeder ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell against Cunningham. Mitchell with 5:20 to go. Steps right, three ball up and good. Oh, that was sweet from Donovan Mitchell, and he's got 38. And the Cavaliers are up by 19. Cunningham, baseline right, finds a driving Asar Thompson, and he'll lay it in.
Yeah, you can't turn your back. You got two bigs down there. Talk your way through it, guys.
Schroeder crosses the half-court line. Under 5 to go, and the Cavs are up 17. Schroeder on the dribble against Levert. Baseline left to Mobley. In the lane to Allen. Spinning. Finds Mitchell. Popping and scoring. And it's a 40-point game for Donovan Mitchell. A 40-piece in Game 4. 107-88. Duren baseline left against Allen. Duren. Allen poked at it. Duren got it back. Floats it out front to Tobias Harris. Harris against Mobley. Harris banking, missing, but the foul will be on Evan Mobley. So it'll be Tobias Harris heading to the free throw line, shooting 2 with 4:22 to go. You know, the Cavaliers Community Foundation invests in organizations that directly support youth in Northeast Ohio. More than $27 million has been granted through the CCF to local nonprofits. Support the efforts at Cavs.com/community foundation.
And Tim, when you look at the combinations and the depth of the Cavaliers, I love this lineup. You got your two leading scorers in the corners. You got a guy who loves to dribble and create, Schroeder in the middle. And you got your bigs down low who can do damage inside. Beautiful, beautiful lineup.
Tobias Harris with his first points here in the second half. And then Mitchell just broke the ankles of Levert. Mitchell ahead to Mobley, top side to Harden. Harden comes to the free throw line. Stops, shoots, short. As Duren knocked down Allen, rebound grab by Cade Cunningham. Cavs by 17 with under 4 to go. Harris, right corner 3, no. Rebound to Asar Thompson. Gave it to Duren, left of the lane. Duren on the handoff to Cunningham. Cunningham, 10 on the clock. Cunningham against Schroeder. Cunningham got it out front to Levert, 5 on the clock. Levert with a 3, that's a brick. And then Cunningham knocked into Schroeder, no foul called, but rebound grab by the Cavaliers. 107-90 with 3.5 left here at Rocket Arena. Here's Schroeder, comes around Harris. Schroeder lobbed Allen, and he couldn't convert on the dunk. But the ball ricochets to the half-court line, and it's grabbed by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell against Asar Thompson with 5 on the clock. Long 3. Nope. Long rebound. Tapped in by Mobley, but he tapped it into Cade Cunningham. But we're down to 3:05 to go. Harris left of the lane, driving, missing. Rebound, Levert banked it in. I tell you what, Garris Levert's had a game. 24. 107-92.
Use the clock.
Here's Mitchell on the left wing. Mitchell into the paint, will shot put and miss. Mitchell ends up down on his back. And Donovan Mitchell will shoot free throws.
Saved by the whistle.
After the timeout. And listen to this crowd roar for the Cavaliers as they head to the timeout huddle. 107-92. Cavs by 15 with 2:48 to go at Rocket Arena. And on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Well, the run that I knew was going to happen. I knew they were going to make a run. It never happened. And at this point, it might be too late unless every shot they shoot from this point on is a 3 and they make it. Ooh, looks like we going back to Detroit, the Motor City. And that's cool. We like Cade Cunningham and them at home. Make for a hell of a game, Game 5. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Potoi. I'm not going to do a doubleheader tonight. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. About time Donovan Mitchell and James Harden showed up in the same ball game. Speaking of, back to the ball game.
Mitchell against Cunningham. Mitchell with 5:20 to go. Steps right, three ball up and good. Oh, that was sweet from Donovan Mitchell, and he's got 38. And the Cavaliers are up by 19. Cavaliers now with a 15-point lead, 107-92, trying to finish this one off. 2:48 left at Rocket Arena. Cavaliers trying to go up, or excuse me, trying to tie this series at 2 games apiece. And it looks like J.B. Bickerstaff has said, yep, that's where we're headed, as the Pistons head coach has emptied the bench. Marcus Sasser now in the game. Danis Jenkins, Paul Reed, Javonte Green, and Ronald Holland. Let's head down to Serena courtside. Serena?
Tim, 2 different vantage points in that huddle. You've got Donovan Mitchell, who could not be more emotional, saying, do not let up. We need every stop. We need every rebound. Then we've got James Harden on the other side, just calm, cool, and collected. Just goes to show there's 2 different ways to lead, guys.
You're exactly right, Serena. You're exactly right. But these guys are for real. This is their true nature.
Donovan Mitchell, first free throw up and in. What a night for Donovan Mitchell. 41 points now in the ball game. Again, his career playoff high came when he was with the Utah Jazz. In the bubble, he poured in 57. He's a ways away from that, but it has been a very special night for Donovan Mitchell here at Rocket Arena as he hits another free throw. 42 for Mitchell. 109-92, and again, J.B. Bickerstaff appears to have run up the white flag. Yes. We'll get a foul away from the basketball on Max Strus.
Really?
That'll put the Cavs over the limit and put Danis Jenkins at the free throw line.
Well, I saw Harris get in number 8. What official is that, Tim? Number 8?
That's Mark Davis, our crew chief.
He jumped all over Mark, and he wasn't asking him, have you eaten at Dunkin' Donuts lately either. He was in Mark's face, and he was saying all kinds of crazy things. I tell you what, you jump in front of Mindy Rudolph's face or some of these other old officials, Jake O'Donnell, they would fight you. They would punch you and knock you out. I mean, but today, I mean that was blatant.
2.5 to
Jake O'Donnell would knock you out, right?
109-94. Here's Mitchell out front against Jenkins. Mitchell into the lane, feeds Allen, right wing Strus, 3-ball Max, no rebound. Danis Jenkins for Detroit. Ahead to Ronald Holland, back in the middle to Jenkins, left corner to Sasser. Sasser will unload a 3 and hit it.
Yeah, I remember Sasser had a nice little jump shot, Tim. He can make threes. But let's close this game. Take some time off the clock.
Cavs by 12, 109-97 with under 2 minutes to go. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell, run of the lane. He'll bank and miss. Rebound Ronald Holland. And Holland will give it off to Sasser. Sasser quickly to the forecourt. Boy, he's got quickness. Sasser left of the lane, bounce to Reed. He'll pop and miss. Rebound grab by Strus. A minute and a half to go. Cavaliers on their way, up by 12. They'll kill some clock here. Harden with the basketball against Danis Jenkins. Harden thought about a three. Harden, now he'll shoot the three and miss it. High rebound comes off to Paul Reed. But we're down to 1:10 to go, and then Reed just threw it right by Ronald Holland, the second out of bounds.
Yeah, we're looking at the Pistons tonight. 18, that was their 19th turnover. 19th turnover. The defense did the job.
And the one thing the Cavaliers did very well tonight, they kept Detroit off the offensive boards. They held Detroit to 10 offensive rebounds tonight.
You're all over it, babe. You're all over it. So when you do that, that means you give yourself a chance to play at your pace that you're comfortable playing.
Here's Reed as he knocked it away from Thomas Bryant, and Reed with a dunk at the other end.
Yeah, Porter's rusty.
Y'all been hearing me say this all night.
Before the
Paul Reed.
And now Holland tried to steal it away from Keon Ellis on the inbounds, but Holland lost it out of bounds. Cavs by 10, 58 seconds to go here at Rocket Arena. Cavaliers' biggest lead was 21. And now Kenny Atkinson will call time just to get everybody on the same page.
That's right. Don't take anything for granted.
So it's a 10-point lead for the Cavs, 109-99. 58 seconds to go at Rocket Arena. And we'll take a wild card timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio burst.
I think when they do the wild card timeout, that's his way of saying a 60-second timeout. So shouldn't be much longer.
Cavaliers will have the basketball. They elect to advance it to the forecourt. And again, Kenny Atkinson has emptied the bench. Craig Porter Jr., Tyrese Proctor, Keon Ellis, Naquan Tomlin, and Thomas Bryant are in the game. As Porter will bounce it into Proctor. Proctor double teamed at the half-court line, and it's knocked away by Reed. Down the floor to Sasser, and he'll drive and score. And the Cavaliers will take another timeout. The lead's down to 8.
Yeah.
109-101 with 49.7 to go.
Yeah, come on, let's win the game, guys. You built all this momentum in your second half play. Believe it or not, Tim, you can lose a lot of that momentum too if you don't close this game properly. You got to get it in. You got to move people. They're not going to. The officials are chewing on the whistle. They're not going to stop play. You're not going to get a call, especially you guys that are last third-tier players coming off the bench.
So the Cavaliers tonight.
Hey,
there's a lot of good numbers.
Are the Lakers going to get swept tonight?
From the field, 43%. Again, that long ball never really dropped for the Cavs tonight. 14 of 41, 34%. Jim, how about this number? 29 of 32 at the free throw line for 91%. Detroit only shot 12 free throws, 9 of 12 at the line.
Huge, Tim. And that, if you put that with the Cavs' basic defensive stop.
Well, so much for Kenny Atkinson saying, let's let the regular guys sit out the final couple of minutes. Here comes Harden, Mitchell, Merrill, Schroeder, and Mobley.
That's right. That's how you do it. You do what's right. Get your starters back in there. Get the guys who can get open and get the ball in.
And the Cavs are out of timeouts. Mobley looks to the backcourt. It's not there. Mobley lobs it into Merrill. Merrill on the handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell being chased. Mitchell driving, banking, missing. Rebound Mobley. Pow with 2 hands. So Evan Mobley makes it 111 to 101 with under 40 seconds to go. And now Schroeder knocked it away from Ronald Holland. And that should put the finishing touches on it. Schroeder, sideline right to Mitchell. Donovan got knocked down out front by Javonte Green.
But that was a flagrant foul.
That was a body block.
Yeah.
From Javonte Green.
I bet you Tony Brothers would have looked at that and thrown him out. That was definitely a hit. And JB is giving it to number 27. He is eating him up. But it wasn't the officials that lost this game. It was the Cavaliers' efforts that put you in this situation.
Donovan thought his night was over. It's not, as he hits that first free throw. Well, Jim, now we have 2 games to look ahead to. But let's start with Game 5 in Detroit. Just your thoughts on the 2 games won at home by the Cavs, how that carries into Wednesday night.
Well, when you're tied 2-2, Tim, the 5th game is called a swing game. That's a game you have to win. If you're the Pistons.
Mitchell split the pair.
And the Cavaliers would like to win that one. Then they've only got to play 50% basketball to win the series. So the next most crucial benchmark is that 5th game. Look at that. He held Merrill around the waist.
Merrill had the ball.
Tell you what,
after Sasser had a layup.
If those Piston coaches had cussed me out like that, I might have did the same thing, swallowed my whistle.
So the Cavaliers have 14.9 seconds to put this one in the win column. Inbounds to Harden. Oh, they're going to call it jump ball? Wow.
Yeah, they got to him. This was a real weak crew.
Harden saying, how in the world did you not call a foul right there? 13 seconds to go. Reed and Ronald Holland were all over James Harden. Cavaliers up by 9, 112-103. As the final few seconds of this one taking forever. Tap controlled by the Pistons. Sasser to the forecourt. Pulls up 3. No. Rebound. Reed had it. It went out of bounds off the leg of Mobley.
That's what they say.
And so Detroit will get one final crack with 5.2 on the clock. But the Cavs have wrapped this one up, and this series will be tied at 2. Inbounds. Reed against Mobley. Steps left. Shoots a 3. Missed it. Ball back to Reed. Buzzer sounds. Cavaliers win. And we've got a 2-2 series with the Cavs and the Pistons. Cavaliers knock off Detroit 112-103 here at Rocket Arena. So the Cavaliers, after losing the first 2 in Detroit, have won the next 2 at Rocket Arena. And the Cavaliers have now even this series at 2 games apiece. Game 5 will be Wednesday in Detroit. Game 6, and we now know it will happen, will be back here at Rocket Arena on Friday night. Boy, there were great efforts all the way around, but one of the guys that played a key role in this game, Evan Mobley. Evan with a 17.8 rebound, 5 assists, 5 block shot game for Evan Mobley, and he finished with the highest plus-minus of any Cavalier, plus 30. Evan, obviously, the team had its back to the wall after the first 2 games in Detroit, but you've responded with the 2 wins here at home. Just talk about overall what it means to seize the momentum back in this series as you head back to Detroit for Game 5.
Yeah, we took care of business. We did our job. We protected the home court. Now we got momentum, and we got to take care of this next one. That's the main goal right now.
Evan, I'd like to commend you on the way you handled yourself tonight. The way that you play your game can't just be measured in scoring points. the way you blocked the shots, you found the open man, you ran the floor. All of those things are fundamental basics. Talk a little bit about what were you thinking today going into this 2-2 situation possibility?
Just doing whatever the team needed.
Guys got you.
Whether that's me running the floor, setting screens, passing to the open guy, getting blocks, finishing offensively as well. Whatever the team needed. That's the main goal.
You were magnificent tonight.
Thank you.
Evan, a 23-0 start to the third quarter of play. I know I've never seen anything like that, especially in playoff basketball. What sparked that? Was it something that was said at the half? Was it just a snowball effect? What happened at the beginning of the third?
Yeah, we started off the game pretty fast the first half, and we wanted to do the same thing. And I didn't know it was 23-0. That's crazy, but we got to continue to do that, come out with energy every single half.
And obviously that Hall of Fame backcourt of Mitchell and Harden. Special night for Donovan with 43. James Harden double-double, 24 and 11. When those two guys are cooking, not only does it open it up for you and Jared, but it basically forces the defense to choose their poison. Talk a little bit about that dynamic on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Don started a little slow. I like how he just took his time, really, and got to his spots. And the second half, he just exploded, and Harden was consistent all the way through, just making the right plays, right passes, and that's when his offense opened up.
Hey, we'll see you on the plane tomorrow.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Evan Mobley joining us here on the post-game show. Evan, again, strong effort, plus 30 in plus-minus, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and holy moly, 5 block shots.
Well, Tim, he was a monster. You know, we didn't call his name a lot, but he was so.
Hey, I'll say this: Detroit will be ready. don't get it twisted. The Motor City will be off the chain. Eminem will probably be there. He ought to do the halftime show. But I will say this: I appreciate y'all. But most important. Now, we've seen 2 pretty good games in a row out of James Harden. Will we see 3? I'm willing to bet that's not the case. James Harden will not show up in Game 5. Cade Cunningham will have another triple-double, and it'll be a 3-2 lead. It'll be good for Detroit. James Harden show up. If James Harden shows up,
dogfight. In the first half of play, Cavs were down by 4.
Cleveland will take a 3-2 lead.
And as we just mentioned,
in Detroit. Hey, I'm going to shut up. Y'all have a good night. I just needed to say that.
Wow.
Dune Candy, appreciate you, brother.
Arena. I've never heard it like that before. Just an amazing run by the Cavaliers. And another special night for Donovan Mitchell in a Cavalier uniform as he finished up with 43 points in the ball game. 39 in the second half of play.
Yeah, it was superstar stuff tonight.
You know what I mean?
We needed every point. He proved
out there balling. Superstar basketball.
Half, Tim,
that's what I'm talking about.
He let Harden do Harden things, and he didn't try to match it or force his game. Whatever the flow was at that time in the first half, he let it happen. That's difficult to do. I only know a couple guys that can hold their offense back and then turn it on like that. And there aren't many, but that's what he did in the second half. He found himself, he made a couple of free throws, and then he was off to the races.
Fun night here in the Joe Tate Perch. And we know we'll be back here on Friday night for Game 6. But first, Game 5, and that will be Wednesday in Detroit when one of these teams will go up 3 games to 2. But tonight, the Cavaliers with a 112-103 win in Game 4. It's 2-2 with the Cavs and the Pistons. So that's going to do it from the Joe Tate Perch. I'll tell you what, I know Mike Snyder and Brad Sellers have a lot to talk about coming up on the post-game show. You're not going to want to go anywhere. So stay tuned for Mike and Brad on the post-game show. But Jim and I, we will call it a night. We've got a plane to catch tomorrow to Detroit. So that will do it. Want to remind you that the Cavs won tonight. And, of course, when the Cavs win, you win. Download the McDonald's app for the Cavs $2 large fry offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And with that, we'll remind you that tonight's game between the Cavs and the Pistons, Game 4, was presented by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavs. By Huntington, let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank at huntington.com.
Deep in the South, kicking up top game. 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 Deep in the South,
Definitely appreciate y'all sticking around, vibing for a few more minutes. Appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate the likes. Welcome to the new subscribers. Until next time, Potoi. Yes, sir.